Your Royal Highness, Ministers, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, heartily welcome to Lillestrøm and Norway Shipping on this beautiful day. A certain sign of summer in Norway is, at least every other year, the Norway Shipping event. And this year, around 60 countries are participating at the exhibition. An increase of around 10% from 2011, which shows that the theme of this year's conference, the Arctic challenges, and also, of course, the big question that is raised, what's next, is a theme that many want to participate in the discussions around. Delegates from even more countries, high-level executives and world leaders within shipping are participating in conferences, receptions and meetings, having discussions and looking into the future. 2 years ago, I remember debates in this very room with a very gloomy outlook. Especially I remember Tor Olav Trøim was very gloomy about the developments that we were looking ahead. Now we can see that the shipping industry has definitely survived. Still, there are difficult times in many areas. And 2 years ago, I pointed to the need of building a society and a business that is robust. Robustness is about preparing for the future, adapting to change, being able to handling the different challenges that we meet, whether it's being climate change, economic turmoil, and the increased opportunities and challenges, for instance, in the Arctic. Robustness is about building a society and an industry that can tackle both unexpected and expected developments. Norway is an Arctic nation, a nation of explorers, both to the south and the north. The Arctic explorer Roald Amundsen once said, "Adventure is just bad planning." As politicians and as business people, we seldom seek adventure for its own purpose. We try to prepare, we try to implement good planning. And we always strive to be prepared, also for the unpredictable. But first and foremost, we focus on preparing for developments we can actually predict and the ones we see unfolding today. After the contraction of the economy in 2009, the annual growth rate of seaborne trade has been well above 4% every year. In fact, in the last 2 years, seaborne trade has even outperformed the general economic development. And as seaborne trade tracks economic activity, it also follows the global economic gravity of the world. The Asia-Pacific region has undoubtedly been the driver of growth of the past decade. Therefore, this is also where we find the largest growth in seaborne trade. Though most of shipping markets are struggling, seaborne trade will always be the major mode of international transport. Norway will, in line of Roald Amundsen, pay special attention to the possibilities, challenges, and opportunities that are given in the big trends in the years to come. The developments in the Arctic and the increasing demand for more environmentally friendly solutions. Norway wishes to take the lead in addressing the challenges that these developments give rise to, and also benefit from the opportunities it presents. We know that in order to secure our position in the global maritime industry, we must continue to develop new technologies. We must continue to develop our competencies for sustainable maritime industries, and like Amundsen, plan ahead, but at the same time be ready to take on challenges in new seas like the Arctic. In just a couple of weeks, the Norwegian government will present its new maritime strategy. The last one was presented in 2007, and now it will be revised. And one of the ambitions in this maritime strategy will be that the Norwegian maritime industry should be the world's most environmentally friendly, and that we also should have the world's leading maritime expertise on the challenges in the High North. With good reason, the High North has prominent position on the political and the economic agenda. The retreating Arctic ice will lead to commercial opportunities, but we also see that there are a number of challenges standing in the way of increased Arctic shipping, like extreme weather conditions, polar nights and ice, unpredictable ice levels and demanding operations, limited resources, and of course, long stretches of coastlines without necessary infrastructure. Today, the Arctic shipping routes offer substantially reduced distances for a number of important seaborne trades. There is, as far as I remember, around 3,000 kilometers shorter between Rotterdam and Shanghai through the Arctic route. The global interest in the Arctic is increasing. The resources in the Arctic is abundant, and this government has opened new areas for gas and oil exploration in the north. But while we embrace these new opportunities for increased activity, we also have to ensure that the developments don't jeopardize the future of the Arctic region and its fragile environment. 46 successful transits through the Northern Sea route were completed in 2012, up from only 4 in 2010. But we need a framework and a regulatory system for these activities. The adoption of a mandatory regulatory framework for polar areas through IMO is crucial for enhancing Arctic marine safety and environmental protections. International challenges require international solutions. I want to encourage everyone to work for better regulations within the IMO to ensure that shipping will be an environmentally sound and future-oriented industry. I think this is about, of course, equipment, infrastructure, but it also goes to competence. I think we have to know that conducting shipping activities in these seas is quite different from any other parts of the world. So seamanship and competence will be crucial. 2 years ago, we predicted steady growth in Asia, and we predicted that rules and regulations that limit climate change were likely to emerge in the years ahead. Looking into the crystal ball can be challenging, but together we are better equipped to prepare ourselves for the future. I look forward to hearing the upcoming speeches and the industry's thoughts on the next generation of shipping. And I hope that all of you will use this opportunity to talk, to mingle, to exchange ideas in order to realize the full potential of the maritime industry. And tomorrow, myself, I will host the Maritime Summit with ministerial participation from some of the major shipping nations. I look forward to fruitful discussions on sustainable shipping and shipping in the Arctic, and a political discussion on how we can build a sound framework and a platform upon which you can build a fruitful business. We will share our views with the International Chamber of Shipping and continue the dialogue through the day. On a final note, let me extend my thanks to Norway, first of all for organizing this major conference, the world's largest maritime event this year, and secondly for bringing key stakeholders together to discuss our joint course for the years to come. The crucial part of bringing the world into a continuous growth, and also my continent, Europe, in this development towards a new growth, is bringing countries together, exchanging ideas and technologies, bringing trade and prosperity to all parts of the world, and the shipping business is the major force in doing that possible. So thank you again and welcome to Norway.